Hey everybody, just want to do a quick trade review here for you. And this is, let's just check the date here to be 100% sure, June 28th. And this is the US session. So start of the US session, 9:30 a.m. First trade I took was a long off of a 30-minute high value or high volume area that I identified on my footprint chart on the 30-minute, and that would be this kind of purple box here. As you can see, it's kind of a big level that played out throughout the day and held. So technically speaking, that would be like a fair value gap from last week, or like a weekly fair value gap that we've been trying to fill, and finally made a bounce from about the 50% area within that fair value gap on the weekly daily. Trade here setup was, let me just jump over to the 5-minute bar chart, squeeze that over. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So come up, reject, come low. We reject here, nice big wick, come in again, nice big wick, and I enter there with 10 MES contracts. That's a little bit more than my usual size, but considering how close we were to this stop here, I just put my stop right below the low. It was kind of right or right out. And let's just check the time on that trade as well. We'll go back to the 1 minute to check the exact time. So my entry was 53. Also, let's look over here at the print, 45. Where are we here? 950, 952. So my entries were kind of in here, right? So what we do is we come down, make this big, negative delta area with no follow through, come back, test it again, and that's where I got long, was right in here when we started to reject again. Went higher, took off 6 into the high of day. See right up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's because we had a 5-minute supply zone that we formed at the very start of the day, and we were holding from the pre-market. Let's flip back over. See, that's that 5-minute supply zone there. So I want to use that as my first target. Again, we sell off. I tried to look for an ad. Took an ad back into 1003 here. Let's see if we can find 1003. 1003, holding above this, 1003. Unfortunately, we wick down, stop me out. Boom, right here, right? So that's my first trade. Let's take a quick look at that. Let's see here, what was the win-loss on that. So that was, how come it doesn't show the time on this? Nope, not that. That was a $120 win on that. Pretty quick trade. Unfortunately, we didn't get the follow through we were looking for, but we did get it on the next trade. So that's box one. Second trade starts over here and kind of goes for the rest of the day. So I'm just going to wheel all the way over. So we hit that. That's our stop out. Again, I'm looking really closely at these delta profile charts, footprint charts, because they really tell you where the buyers and the sellers are and how heavy they're coming in. Let's see where my entry is again. 10:15, 12, 10:15. So again, wick down. This is where I stopped out in this area. We came up, came down in this area here. I saw this big delta print, and that's where I entered. Right here, 403.50, 403.50, enter long with 4, push up again to that 5-minute area where 5-minute area here. Oh, I'm highlighting everything, pardon me. Right here, take out 2, come back down, Come back down here, add again, 23, 1023 I added, 1025 on this chart. So technically the 1023, we can look at it on the 1 minute again. Yeah, there we are, 1025 in that same kind of zone. Take off 2 more when we start pushing the pre-market high a day, and another 5-minute supply. See up here? So enter, X, partial, add, partial, right? Start pushing up into this 1 hour supply. So usually I trade the 1 hour supply zones. That's kind of where I mark my higher time frame moves. And I should have been taking some more out into that. I was holding on to my position. I really only had 2 left. Push up higher, push up higher. I finally take one out into 25s. What we do here is we actually do a liquidity sweep over the previous high of day and then fail. At that point, this is where I started making some mistakes. I think we're going to be pushing higher, higher, higher. I'm getting greedy, unfortunately, and I add on this big kill candle. So if you look at it on the 5-minute, up, 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 up. I take one out here, right? That was my second partial. Another partial here. We get that liquidity sweep. Let's bounce over to the 5-minute, pardon me. It'll just take a second to load. So your chart holds all the data in the background, so just give it a minute. Unfortunately, it'll be a second. Up here, kill candle. I go to add, looking at this 5-minute demand zone, but higher time frame, we're in the 1 hour supply. We sweep liquidity from the top. That's kind of like your trap entry, right? And I stopped myself out for a nice profit anyways. I made the money that I needed to, had a nice, strong, profitable day, but I got greedy here. I should have been stopping out when I started to see this liquidity sweep, and then the kill candle. Should have been it. Should have just cut my, not my losses, but exited my trade at that point. But still a great trade. I think it went over quite well. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. We'll do another live trading session if you want to tune in. I'll be on usually around 9:30, 9:45 market time. Try and get there a little bit earlier, but I honestly do my best to kind of ignore the first 15, 20 minutes of market session just because it's a little bit too exciting for me. I don't want to get sucked in. I know that I'm tempted by that. So I kind of just stay away and enjoy a little bit of extra sleep because I'm out here on the West Coast and, you know, market open is at 6:30 a.m. for me. So I might as well snooze just a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little trade review here. I can go into a little bit more depth with how I'm using my charting, how I'm using Sierra chart. Just comment below, subscribe, like, and I'm happy to share, you know, my journey to profitability with you. So take care, everybody. Trade safe.